Because there is that fear. They went ahead, they shared their answer out loud in front of others, and there's a vulnerability to that. So I agree. But if they do share the wrong answer, sometimes we don't even have to say anything. It's our body language that's creating that psychological safe space. And then with that, what makes you think that? What's actually happened is when a student gives a wrong answer by talking through what made them think that, sometimes they realize, I don't think that was the right answer after all. And it gives them an opportunity to backtrack into their line of logic of how they came to that conclusion.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I love that. That's so insightful. I hadn't thought about that opposite of letting somebody do that. And that is a challenge because of that psychological safety. No one wants to look bad in front of their peers.
Yeah.
And that's the idea of the social learning could also have that double-edged sword where you could really quickly ruin a learner's experience if they feel shame in the midst of a social learning experience, right? I remember actually getting some feedback after a session that said that they didn't appreciate that I had called on them out loud. I hadn't done what you were doing, where I gave them a chance to prep for it first. I was throwing out a question. They hadn't had a chance to think about it. I'm now calling on Hannah, who's doesn't have anything she wants to offer. It wasn't Hannah, but now she feels ashamed that she's in front of the group and doesn't have something of value to add and has to come up with something on the spot. And it's a very uncomfortable situation. I took that as feedback that I need to do more of what Hannah's doing, where I'm actually prepping some of those conversations first, letting people come to the session prepared, and then randomly calling on them as okay because they at least have had the chance to think through the material first.